Happy Monday, everybody. Like, this is it. This is the week.
It is here.
It's here. So this is what we're talking about. Holiday travel ramping up this week as millions are expected to fly for Thanksgiving. Chime in below. Let us know. Are you traveling? Where are you going? Or are you staying put? Charlotte Douglas Airport officials are warning travelers, though, it's going to be one of the busiest days, the 22nd, for travel. Charlotte Douglas expects around 900,000 travelers to depart out of the airport over the next 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
This airport's gotten way too busy.
It is. Officials recommend obviously planning ahead for security, wait times, and parking. But they say that 900,000 people expected to pass through this 11-day stretch, so from November 16th through the 27th. Wednesday, of course, again, will be the busiest. Officials recommend book parking also ahead of time. You can do that on the app. Get to the airport at least 2 hours before the flight. And that is not in the parking lot. That is like in the building. 2 hours before is what they say.
If you're a lonely person, you'll find some friends.
Hey, it's no secret, though, food and drinks cost more at the airport. But there are some things you can do so you're not left asking, where's the money? Here are 5 things you can do to save money at the airport this holiday travel season. Our sources for this story are TravelXinsurance.com and MoneyCrashers.com. Number 1, BYOB, bring your own bottle. Experts say water bottles at the airport have a huge markup. Your best bet is to bring an empty water bottle so you can fill it up once you get through security. Number 2, bring snacks. As long as it's not a liquid, you can bring food through TSA. TravelX Insurance recommends something with a lot of protein to help you feel full longer and avoid the temptation of all those airport snacks. Number 3, pack light. Try to avoid checking your luggage unless you have to. Most airlines charge hefty fees for checked bags, and if your luggage is overweight at the airport, fees can cost anywhere from $100 to $200 per bag. Number 4, avoid airport currency exchange kiosk. If you're traveling internationally, experts say this could cost you 6 to 8% more than what you'd pay for currency exchange outside the airport. And 5, take advantage of free Wi-Fi. Most airports now offer this. Experts say you can use the time before your flight to download shows or movies from streaming services so you can watch on your flight. Most airlines make you pay, though, to use Wi-Fi on board.
Now let's talk about how people are traveling. And this is actually an increase from last year. Overall travel's up 2.3% estimated by AAA. And of course, most people are driving. That's typically what happens because most likely you're driving within a 300-mile radius. It's still a pretty far drive. But really what's increased the most is the amount of people flying. This is around 6% last year, so that's up 2.5% just there alone. So yeah, amount of people that are driving is also up slightly, and then less people taking trains. So there you go. We also talked about Wednesday was the busiest travel day at the airport, but it is also on the roads. This is where things are going to be most congested. This is also from AAA, where 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. will be the worst travel times. That's where you can expect the most congestion through all of our major cities, including here in Charlotte as well. The best times, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. I got a lot of information here, so let's keep on rolling, right? The best and worst times going forward. So Thanksgiving, it's before 10 and after 5. You're noticing here the trend. The mornings and the evenings. Those are going to be the best times. The worst times, also a trend. Usually the early afternoon is where we're seeing it, early to mid-afternoon, and then heading into the weekend. Many of us might be heading home on Saturday or Sunday. It's before noon that's going to be the best time, but the worst times, a small window.
Why are we seeing the back of that turkey?
Oh, that's called the turkey.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, we have multiple turkeys in our weather and traffic system.
My kids would love that.
But I thought that this one, since it's the weekend, would be the most fun. So there it is.
Love it. Right. Hey, some people are chiming in. I know you're going to talk about the weather, Larry. But Joy Mott saying, I'm staying home. It saves money.
Sure does.
Melissa saying, relaxing at home. Joy staying home. John, glad I'm not traveling other than on Friday to Charleston. So a lot of people are traveling, though. A lot of our viewers staying home. But how's the weather going to look for that travel? I know I've been asking you about it.
Here's the way it looks as far as that traveling forecast. Today, not too bad. I don't think too many people are traveling today, but it's going to be all right. Probably low 60s. Whole different situation tomorrow, Tuesday. Rain. I can't remember the last time we had rain on every time frame, every single one.
So I can't avoid
months
it
and
tomorrow.
months. No, you can't. It's going to be rainy. We're still going to be pretty mild in the low 60s. Let's take a look at Futurecast. It really starts very early tomorrow morning, and this is the time frame of this. This is right around. We get close to 4 a.m. tomorrow morning, and between 4 and 6, here comes the rain. Look at heavy pockets of rain around 8 a.m., between 8 and 9. Heavy rain, a little bit of a break, probably close to lunchtime here, but more rain is on the way throughout the afternoon, right into the evening. We're not going to have the chance of maybe even a stray storm or two over towards Cleveland County and Shelby. Some heavy rain, maybe a storm or two at that time. This is 9 o'clock. Things are okay between 9 and 11. It starts to lessen as far as the amount of rainfall. And then let's talk about some of those rainfall totals. We talk about a dent in the drought. Finally, it's here.
Yes.
Some areas could get over 1.5 inches of rain. Even in Charlotte, we could get maybe up to 1.25 inches. But here is that Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Guy Roofing, low 60s today and tomorrow. Wednesday, that is very early in the morning. Wednesday afternoon, some sun. Thanksgiving Day should be all right. Comfortably cool. Friday, slight chance of showers. Weekend, low to mid 60s on Saturday and Sunday.
Well, for one, I'm glad that we hired that guy to say Guy Roofing.
Yeah,
So
that guy.
Yeah.
He's very expensive.
Yeah.
Guy Roofing. All right, that's the last one.
But
That's our
worth
quota.
it. Yeah, it's our quota.
But then also, Larry, as you mentioned, this is a great cure for the drought. There is going to be some pockets of heavy rain, but really the key to cure drought is slow and steady. Yeah. So since you're having this across the day, this will be good for us. If you're traveling on Tuesday, not so much, because also to add on that, it's also going to be a breezy day as that system rolls in, where the mountains right now starting at 10 p.m. until 6 p.m. tomorrow are under a wind advisory. You could have some gusts up to 50 miles per hour, so keep that in mind.
Okay, guys, thanks.
You're welcome.
Keep shining
in.
in.
Are you traveling tomorrow?
I am,
Okay.
unfortunately, but I'm not driving. My husband will.
Oh,
so
perfect.
He can drive in the rain, and I'll just.
He loves
I'll stay like
driving in
this.
the rain.
Okay, so slow down. Slow down.
Backseat drivers.
We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom.